Hello, guys. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Fat Boys and Fairways. I'm Fat Boy.
I'm Cookie.
So, what are we doing this podcast about?
Fat Boys and Fairways.
Fat Boys and Fairways. What is that? Honestly, just a brainstorming idea of us sitting around the fire and gathering as friends to talk about God, family, golf, and honestly, whatever else comes to mind.
Our families hang out on the weekends. We hang out around the pool. Kids swim, and we talk. We always end up talking about golf. We're a couple golf nerds, as Jason's hat says, and
Some of us more than others, hence the cutoff shirt over here.
yeah.
But anyway,
I'm all about getting rid of a lot of the high-end rules of golf.
rules are there for a reason. We don't need the redneck Riviera on the golf course all the time.
Why not? They like playing golf too.
Okay, but still, there's rules for a reason. If we're gonna act the part, we gotta look the part.
Well, I mean, just be true to who you are. That's what I'm all about.
Okay, fine, all right. Anyway, so I got into golf about 21 years ago. Week before I got married, thought it was the stupidest sport on the planet, and fell in love immediately, and have been playing ever since. Been studying the game, love being around the game, love talking about the game, anything and everything about it. So, and then Dustin and I kind of got together, became friends about 2.5, 3 years ago. And as he said, and just decided, hey, why not film this and just see if everybody else thinks it's as funny as we are.
Yeah.
Or as we do, shall I say.
I gotta say, my dad was big into golf, and he played 3 or 4 or 5 days a week sometimes when I was a kid, and I'd play golf with him.
How do you have time for 4 or 5 days a week?
Dude was a plant manager of an ink plant. He was the boss man.
That
he
explains
just
it.
go play.
The
Yeah.
boss.
Boss man gets to go do that. So anyway, I go with him. But once I started playing travel and baseball, I got real competitive. Golf swing and baseball swing don't mix, and so I started playing baseball all the time. And once I became an adult, every baseball player in high school becomes a golfer afterwards, it seems like. So I started playing in my early adult years, and that's kind of led us to going to church together and also loving golf.
Absolutely. So there's the introduction of who we are, how we got involved in the game, and we figured tonight, why not just talk about the last 2 weeks of golf and what's coming up this week. So 2 weeks ago, Rory gets his Masters. He finally completes the career. I can't talk. Grand Slam. Oh my gosh! What does that mean to the game?
So I think to the game that means it still can be done because it hadn't been done in such a long time.
Well, he's only the 6th ever.
Yeah, it's only the 6th ever, but it hadn't been done since Tiger.
Since Tiger, and will anybody else ever do it?
I think Scotty will.
You think Scotty will get there?
I think Scotty and Bryson will get it. Those two.
Scotty and Bryson. Really?
Yeah. I mean, you look how close Bryson was this year.
Okay. Well, Jordan's only one away.
Scotty and Bryson.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'll give Jordan one too. I think Jordan will finally get there down the road.
I have nothing against Jordan Spieth. I think he could possibly do it.
Now, he is also a Longhorn.
Yeah.
And you tend to sometimes go against the real UT.
I don't.
The flag behind us.
I never go against the real UT. I pull for Texas whenever UT's not the real Tennessee, the real UT, the school that was formed in 1796 before Texas was even a state.
Oh, here we go. The real UT.
Absolutely. The real UT.
So, and then the following week, we follow up Rory with the career Grand Slam after he almost gave it away.
And finally, JT gets another win.
JT finally gets his first win as a dad, as a husband. It's been almost 3 years since he got that win. That is awesome to see. I like that. And now we're going to go for a Rory and Shane Lowry trying to repeat at the Zurich Classic, which I really like the layout of the Zurich Classic. Alternate shot, have a good time with friends. Yeah. That's what we're all about.
I think they should have 1 or 2 more of those a year. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Could be a lot of fun.
I know, like, just as your normal, so I got to preface by saying we're just your normal average golfer. I'm about a 20 handicap. Jason's a little better than I am.
Sometimes. Depends on the day of the week.
So we're not any kind of special golfers or anything. We just love the game. But, as just your average golfer, we like to go play 4-man scrambles, 2-man scrambles sometimes. and that's fun to us. I think it's probably fun to pros to get together with their buddies.
They do
And
it often after their
yeah,
golf
yeah,
matches. They go
absolutely.
out throughout the week, and I remember them talking about going out and playing with their buddies. Scotty Scheffler made a comment a few months ago where he went out and played with his buddies back home, and he had to give them like 20-something shots to his
And
buddies back home.
if I was Scotty's buddy, I would ask for 30. That's
And
dude's
then-
the world number one.
I mean, yeah, you look at all that stuff. It's crazy to think somebody giving somebody else 20 shots. And they actually said as pros, if you look at their actual handicaps, he actually has to give some of the pro shots if they go out and play an everyday round. And it's kind of like Justin Thomas, I think, took offense to that because he's like, I play every day with this guy. And he's got to give me shots.
There again, that's why he's world number one.
And has been. But he'll never be Tiger Woods.
No, he won't be. He won't be Tiger Woods. I'm not a huge Tiger fan. I don't really have anything against Tiger, but he's just not my favorite golfer ever.
Oh, no. And that, favorite golfers, that'll come in later episodes. We're going to talk about different rules that we think need to be changed. We're going to talk about, different styles of how we should dress on the golf course, what rules maybe should be changed as far as different things that come into play.
Now, preface this. We're talking about attire. I don't think you should go to Augusta National and wear a cutoff t-shirt.
I don't think they'd let you in the gate.
No, I don't think they would, but I don't think that it should even be a push to. But for your average, everyday golf course, there needs to be, your public course, some of those rules need to be laxed.
Have you seen the way some of these people around here play golf? They're definitely laxed.
More laxed.
Oh, okay.
Like I watched a guy play the best round he's ever played in his life with no shoes, kind of like Big John.
I like John Daly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you should try to putt like him. You might actually score better.
I mean, I've thought about it.
One-handed? Coke in one hand? Diet Coke.
I am not drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not drinking aspartame.
There's nothing about Fat Boy that says Diet Coke.
No.
I don't know what's gotten into him, but nothing about Fat Boy says Diet Coke.
Well,
So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in for the inaugural episode of Fat Boys and Fairways. We hope you will tune in next week as we tackle more of the rules and attire of golf and whatever else
we come up with.
Who knows what that could be.
Yeah.
And if you've got any ideas of what you'd like to hear us talk about, please put that in the comments and join us next week. As always, it's worth a putt.
Thanks.